Hey everyone, my name is Chris Chapin and I'm a special education teacher in the southwest suburbs of Chicago, tweaking whole brain teaching for a life class. This year I got a surprise about 2/3 into the school year. My students returned and I had a glorious 2 first weeks going from completely remote to hybrid and remote. Then about 2 weeks into it, a student moved in. Typically, a student like this would automatically go into an alternate setting, but because of COVID, they decided to try them in my room. I have to admit to you, the first 6 weeks were super rough. I mean, it was crazy. And last week, I was observed a bazillion times, like 5 times, and I was told that the child was going to get moved. Well, this week, I was told that probably he's not. Mom decided he wanted in the same school as his twin, even though the setting is not the best. So I'm making the best of a situation. So I've been really talking a lot with the autism expert. I have a lot of experience under my belt. And I was working with an occupational therapist. And we came up with this schedule. You guys have seen schedules before. But what I'm doing with it is I'm trying to teach him responsibilities. And today, for the first day, it went exceedingly well. And what he does is he puts whatever he's done with inside the bag. And then he does one little thing at a time. We tried to pick things, give him a work task, then give him something fun to do. A work task, something fun to do. When he first comes in the morning, a walk seems like that works for our friend. This is a lot of trial and error. I had a lot of error, but I also had a lot of success. Then we have him do some work. Then he gets fidget, might do a sensory box, do some more work, tracing, more specific tasks. The other thing, I decided to go for broke today because I was in just that kind of mood and I was kind of stubborn. So I've done a little bit with tax boxes, but now it seems like I'm taking it up to the next level. One of the skills all my students are working on is coins. So it was really awesome when my principal came to visit. I did coins with my kiddo, and it's either matching coins or I start with a simple task. And kids that are on the spectrum, you want to start with a really simple task for them to do. And we have 3 boxes, a certain color, and then after they finish that, then the goal is for them to do it independently, and then they get some kind of reward. So I'm trying 2 different things. I'm trying the schedule, and the goal is for him to get independent. So I start off with a really simple task, put in. I know that's not a big deal, but when you go from kids screaming the entire time to now they're putting in independently, that just makes my day. And what I did is I'm trying to teach him, I actually do the real pictures. Real pictures take a lot more time, but I'm kind of a preference of real pictures. He puts that in the box, he does the task, boom, he's done. Then you want to get to a more difficult task. This one, we went from complete screaming for about 15 minutes to now we're down to about 5 with some screaming. Again, 6 tasks. He's counting because counting's one of his skills. He's opening up something. It's difficult. And then when he opens it up, I count and see how many's in there. 1, 2. It still takes about 10 minutes, but I try to do some modeling with having peers that are more adept to doing the skills. So eventually we get to the end, and I'm having him finger point. I'm physically doing it right now. The goal is for him to eventually open up each one, count, count, and then close it, and then put it back together. And then it's nice for a task box. You could either try something more academic, like I'm trying to do some tracing and some writing. That's been a bit of a challenge, but I did get some out of him today. And then last, you want to do a fun activity. And he loves spending time with the teacher, so I might do something as throwing a ball back and forth. I also might have it in his schedule later in the day, especially at the end of the day. He is not as well behaved. He's tired. Hey, I'm tired too. So I might be in the middle of teaching a lesson, and then I'm throwing a ball back and forth in the middle of the lesson. He loves to be around me. I think in a lot of ways, I'm sort of like his one-on-one, even though I'm the classroom teacher. But I just want to tell you guys not to get discouraged. It was really easy for me to get discouraged, and I was then going to work every day. But I had to change my mindset. And when I changed my mindset, and I thought, I don't care if he's here one more day, rest of the year, whatever, I'm going to make the best of it. And it just changed my whole attitude. I went from just tolerating this kid to really falling in love with him. And I just see that he really likes boundaries and he really likes rules. And I am seeing a lot of progress with him. I'm hoping this summer for summer school, I mentioned it to my boss and I mentioned it to a couple of people in special ed. If I could just have him one-on-one for summer school, it's just him and I, we hang for 5 hours. If I could really study him and really figure out what works with him, I think I could get him to the point that he could function in a classroom, whether it's mine or somebody else's. But it's just a lot of structure. Kids with autism need tons and tons and tons of structure, and they like boundaries. And today it started off rough because he came in and he wasn't there the day before. And I knew it was going to be rough because he didn't have any structure. And so he came in with all this slew of new cuss words. It was crazy. And I did address it to the mom, no response, of course. But I found that if I spent time with him and I did some replacement words or talked about saying nice words and smart people don't swear and things like that, it really seemed to help a lot. So I hope this encourages you. Teaching special ed is really, a lot of people think it's easy. Easy. And then you think about COVID, and after the break, I'm going to be gone 2 days taking care of my mom. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get a beloved rascal back in my room that I've had the last 2 years. Frankly, I was hoping I'd have the rest of the year without him, but God works in mysterious ways, and there must be a reason why. So I don't know what the future is going to hold for my little friend, if he's going to be here past spring break or not. But if he is, I'm going to make the best of it. And I am expecting to continue to see success. So remember, we have grit, we don't quit. Remember, God has given you each and every student for a purpose. Some days you may wonder what the purpose is, but then you have little breakthroughs like today, like I had, and then you realize it's all worth it. Take care, and I'll talk with you next time. Bye.